Hello, fabulous Sagittarius. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of April 2014, General Focus. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. Since the summer of last year, your ruling planet, Jupiter, has been having a series of conversations with Uranus. And Uranus is a vibration, is a planet of immediate change, of wanting change right now. In fact, not just change, but really it's the planet of revolution and revelation. The particular type of conversation that Jupiter has been having with Uranus is one of tension, really, and it's ultimately one of getting you in touch with your power. Now, that is actually a really good thing because it's about motivating you to take ownership for the direction in which you want to go, the change you wish to experience, and taking action in that direction. However, it doesn't always feel so good. Okay, it can be a pretty restless energy, to be honest, but it is part of a really wise universe that sets up everything to help us move towards greater love and greater wisdom, independently and collectively as well. And so this is a process that you have been undergoing. It hasn't always felt good. There's been a pretty restless energy to this, and the peak moments of this energy took place for you in August and February of this year and this month. It is the last of these three conversations, the precise moments of these conversations that is to take place before Jupiter moves on, and a little bit later this year will be in a more compatible sign to Uranus. And at that time, we'll begin a series of conversations of supreme harmony with Uranus. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I think it's going to be at that time that you're going to get, okay, quote unquote, a lot of the restlessness that you've been feeling right now is going to make a lot more sense once you get there, once we get you towards the later part of the year. You add to this the fact that Saturn has been moving through the part of the sky that is the sign just before yours. Now, when Saturn moves through this part of the sky, it tends to denote a feeling like something's off, and it tends to fuel this element of restlessness as well. It's something you can't quite put your finger on. And then you add the other element that, for you in particular, for Sagittarius, it is known as a pretty restless energy. And the reason for that is people of your sign need to be in touch with something that brings your life genuine enthusiasm. And whatever it is that brings your life genuine enthusiasm is going to calm that restlessness. It's like you need that. You need something to look forward to. It's not necessarily the attainment of the thing. It's being on the adventure towards that thing, or being in the midst of the adventure where you light up, where you find yourself, you find your center, and you find the core of you. And so this is what you are actually moving towards, and it is going to just accelerate for you once Jupiter changes signs and starts to speak harmoniously with Uranus. But you're already on that path. You're feeling this restless energy happening. A lot of it you can't put your finger on thanks to Saturn. However, I do think that with this emotion that is coming up right now, there are many ways that you can use this very much to your advantage right now. Keep in mind that you are starting the month with a new moon that's pretty powerful and pretty potent. And while a lot of people around you might be feeling a lot of tension, for you in particular, I think because of the placement of this new moon, you manage to see how the tension is to your advantage. Developments are going to happen that are about getting you in touch with what you are most passionate about and where it is that you desire to take action in the direction of your passion. And you're meeting a lot of people as part of this process to support you in that move towards something better, something that feels better, something that feels more inspiring. Ultimately, that is what all of us are going for. We want to feel better. There are a few basic motivations. I've talked to a lot of people about this over the years, especially in my show, Synchronicity. And what's so fascinating about this is that as part of the human condition, different people have different ways of understanding the basic things that motivate us. Some say that it is the desire to be pleased with ourselves. Well, I would say that right about now for you, it would be the desire to truly live a passion, to live something that is true to yourself. And however you understand it, there is a desire not to be a sellout. Okay, however you understand that phrase, a desire to be truly authentic to yourself, to stand in yourself and shine and know that you are worthy of being seen. That is the energy that you're entering this month with. That's the dominant energy happening in the first 2 weeks of the month. We get you to the middle of the month, and there is an eclipse happening in a part of the sky that has to do with hopes and wishes and friendships as well. And I do think that a friend is going to be a part of your experiences with this friend. Now, likely you've already had these experiences. It's not something new that's showing up for you, but you've already had experiences with a friend that have allowed you to, and now you will be getting in touch with an understanding of where it is that maybe you wanted something, but you really don't want that anymore. And I do think that it's likely that a part of you inside is going to feel that a friendship has served its purpose, and you are now going to allow it to come to a close, understanding that you have yourself and you've got a lot of love around you. You've got a lot of friendships around you. And that's ultimately what matters, is the people who want to be in your life, who want to give you love and give you love in a really healthy way, in a way that makes you feel good about yourself, in a way that uplifts you, in a way that empowers you. Once we get you towards the end of the month, your focus is going to shift again, as life tends to do, and as I talk about in the weekly horoscopes as well. But once we get to the end of the month, it becomes very workplace energy, okay? And that's actually at the very end of the month, and I'll be talking about that next month because that's the energy you'll be carrying into next month, where it becomes very much about what's happening on the workplace, and a lot of really positive changes and positive breakthroughs start to happen on level of your work. I do think that how you use this beginning of the month and how you use the energy throughout this month is going to determine a lot of the breakthroughs you experience then. And I think for a lot of you out there, there is going to be a likelihood of you starting your own thing, doing your own business. So this month is about getting in touch with what you really want, getting in touch with a passion, something that you're passionate about, and figuring out how to have it be something that you can actually invest your time in and have it be profitable, have it pay off for you. That's a huge motivation for you in the early part of the month. And then once we get you to the end of the month, the very end of the month and into next, you are going to start living that ambition. So trust the process, and most of all, trust the tension, because that is what is going to provide you with the fuel to actually take inspiration and use it and actually fuel your action. Because if you feel like everything's great and everything's smooth, then you're not likely to really do the things that you need to do to become the person that you need to do to actually live those dreams that you have for your life. Trust the process. It's motivating you to have better and not to settle for mediocrity. The rewards are going to be there. You may have to wait a few months to fully appreciate the massive rewards that want to find you, but they are there if you trust the process. Thank you for watching. It'll be a great month. Be fabulous and enjoy.